Decentralized social. This is an interesting idea. They've got their own blockchain. This is entirely for purpose-built social media, trying to bring the power back to the user rather than, having a conglomerate of corporations running what information comes in and out of the world. As a concept, I like this a lot. As a user base, the user base is surprisingly large as well. So I want to share some of the data here because I think it will be really useful in terms of seeing where this can go in price. Before I get into that though, guys, if you are new here, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In my videos, I showed myself buying these coins up because I expected them to make me a lot of money, and you can see what the prices of all these coins were when I recorded all the videos. You can also see the highs these coins hit less than a year and a half on, as well as what the profit would have been from $100 into each one. And if you had just thrown 100 into every one of them, these would have been your profits, and your total profit would have been over 123 grand. And that's in under 18 months. Now, bear in mind, the market is closer to a bull cycle than it was then. So if you don't have your positions for your coins, you can get them. I run a site called copymycrypto.com, which is where I share all the coins that I own. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what crypto it is, what profits it can have, and what percentage of my cash I'm going to put in. When I sell one, I let my members know what coin I'm selling, what percentage I'm selling, and again, the members can get out at the same price. So it means they make the exact same profit. Big added bonus is they don't have to do any work. Now, head over to copymycrypto.com. There's actually a link in the description, and on there you'll see what I've said in the past. You'll see what the members have made. It's all on the history of this channel. And if you like what you see, guys, try the service out and see if it's for you. So, DeSo, Decentralized Social. So they have, like I said, they have their own blockchain. So it's a layer one built from the ground up to decentralize social media for billions of users. They believe in empowering an internet that's creator-led, user-owned, and open to millions of developers around the world to build off one another. Now, there's only a handful of big tech companies that own and control all the information we consume online, and that's the big thing, right? The benefit of something like this is enormous because there is mass censorship across Twitter, there's mass censorship across Facebook and YouTube, and Decentralized Social provides an opportunity where you've got a completely censorship-resistant blockchain where developers that want to build a social media platform for everyone can come and build. And they've got ways to monetize this so that people that are social media influencers, for lack of a better term, it is a wanky term though, can profit, can make the money that they aim to make. So they have monetization tools like social tokens, social DAOs, social NFTs, social tipping. So creators have access to monetize what they're doing and make a living while doing what they love, right? Developers can also build in a gasless, permissionless, and transparent environment, so it's not going to cost them huge additional, well, it's not going to be huge additional costs because it's gasless. And it's built to support storage-heavy or infinite state apps. So again, that's hugely beneficial if you've got an infinite sort of ability to store data. Now, their goal is enormous because they've got to actually figure out a way to break the stranglehold that all these corporations have. And that is not an easy thing to do. That's going to require incredible marketing. That's going to require onboarding users constantly. But they have been doing quite well with regards to onboarding users. Now, this was founded by Nadir Al-Naji in January of 2019. He graduated from Princeton University, worked as a software engineer at DeSo Group and Google Ads. Before DeSo, he raised over 133 million to start an algorithmic stablecoin basis. Now, I'm not a huge fan of algos. We've seen them go wrong. I'm pretty sure basis is one of those. Now, The DeSo blockchain is supported by the non-profit DeSo Foundation, whose broad mission is to support the growth of the blockchain. Now, Al Naji is the chairman of the board for the foundation. They have a $200 million treasury behind it to support their mission of growth. They also announced a $50 million developer fund known as the Octane Fund. And this is to, again, grow this. And you know what? Some of what we're seeing is really positive. Monthly transactions right now are knocking around 1.9 million. That's damn good. You know, you're averaging around 60,000 a day. That is pretty damn good in terms of transactions. In terms of the total creator coins, you've got over 8 million. Total NFT transactions, you've got over 3 million. Sorry, creator coin transactions is over 8 million. NFT transactions over 3 million. Social transactions is over 66 million. You've got total follows across the platform, 12.5 mil. Total messages, 3.6. Reposts, 2.6. This is pretty damn good data. Monthly users in the past month as well, 103,000. So you're knocking around 3,000 or so, a little over 3,000 a day. Again, that's pretty damn good. It's very positive. So it's still, obviously, it's nowhere close to what we're talking about with regards to, you know, the big ones, your Twitters and YouTubes and everything else, right? But that's a pretty good start. Remember, they've been up and running now for a little over, you know, a year and a half. Sorry, 2.5 years, right? Yeah, about a year and a half, right? No, 2.5 years. Why is my brain not working? 2.5 years, right? Now, you're talking about trying to get users from the main platforms. You're trying to get influencers off the main platforms. This is always going to be a challenge. And it's an enormous challenge, what they're actually trying to do. And they talk about, you know, what their aims are. You know, the biggest crypto native consumer app is ever is going to drop on the DeSo blockchain this year. A new future of high utility and retentive apps that combine social and finance on chain will finally emerge. So it's going to be a focus.xyz. The engagement's been really strong with the overall network. Things look really positive here. And when you actually take a look at what DeSo is, what they're trying to achieve, it's very aspirational. I'm not a fan of the site, by the way. I don't like the graphics system that they have in place. Just is not a good idea. But as you can see, they're comparing the costs of them versus the other blockchains. Compare the cost of storing 200 characters. So they're showing how cheap this as a blockchain is to use. There's over 2 million wallets already. There's over the total transaction volume has been over 2 billion. So they've actually got a lot done. Now, obviously, there's a long way to go here. You know, they do need to sort the site's clunky as. You know, don't go heavy on graphics. Make it simple. But they are starting to add a real growth of applications here. You've got Diamond, which is the Web3 Twitter. You've got Open Fund, which is the sort of fundraising platform for DAOs and other online communities. You've got DeSoFi, which is the entire world of decentralized social as a mobile app. These are just some of the things that they've got up and running. And we'll start seeing this grow pretty damn well over the year, especially with this sort of funds that they've got to push. Now, the biggest thing really is that they have to attribute some money to marketing for me, because they've got loads of apps here. Post to earn. That's not a bad one. It's a good name. They've got to contribute. They've got to have some funds that are utilized specifically for marketing, because overall, look, this is the blockchain, right? They need to get successful products on their blockchain. To do that, those products need to be marketed very, very well. To do that needs money. And if they can do this, if they can market really, really well and get and get their strongest products to have users coming, this can do something. Now, it's also worth noting, look, there's not much here in terms of perpetual markets. Well, there's nothing on perpetuals or futures, and it's not actually on KuCoin or Binance yet, so it can get those bounces. Now, its all-time high was $475. I don't think we're getting any close to that, but I mean, everything's possible. That's something worth noting, right? In crypto, everything's possible, but I'd be looking at this to try and get to $200. I think that's actually a fair shout. With a Binance bounce, potentially, it could do it. With a with the KuCoin bounce, it might do a little bit, but it wouldn't. I don't think it would be dramatic. Binance bounce, you'd see a dramatic move to the upside. Because at the moment, the volume's just not coming through. So they need to really get people's attention on this. Because the products that they've got, some of them are being used, but they're not being used enough. The overall blockchain's doing well, but that's across all of these very, very, very different products. So if they can get some of these specifically, whatever they feel are the strongest products that already have the most engaged communities, market those hard. And if they market those hard, if they can seriously put out some good advertising that draws in users, maybe they can start taking a market share that's currently being held by YouTube, by Twitter, by Facebook. And maybe it can get back to a couple $100. But it does have to do those things. Without marketing, without advertising, they're going to struggle. And even if it's just community incentives, incentivize the community to get people aware. You know, those because communities are so important, and this has an active community across the blockchain, but the products themselves need to be made more aware of. So it's incentivizing the communities to market the products for them. If they're not going to put the money into marketing, but they should. If they do that, honestly, I think it can hit a couple $100. If they don't, I think it will struggle. But if they land on Binance, you get a Binance bounce anyway, so they could do well off of that. $200, I think, is a reasonable target given what they are aiming to do. And if they can get any sort of market share, this could do very, very well. But it's a big job. It's a huge job trying to disrupt that industry. And I hope they're successful, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the exact same profits as me in the next bull cycle, you can do. Head over to copymycrypto.com and just have a look through the site. Every single thing on the site is public record. Whether it's what the members have earned, the things I've said in the past, you can verify it all on the old videos on this channel. Copymycrypto.com is where I share with my members every single coin I own. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what crypto I'm buying, what profits I think it can have, what percentage of my cash I'm going to put in, and they can copy along exactly. And it means they make the same profits. It means there's no work at all. We have thousands of members, and a lot of them know nothing about crypto, but have been making profits because they've been copying along. And we are less than 18 months away from a bull cycle. This spreadsheet represents all the coins that I got in on that were 18 months away from a bull cycle. We're less than that. If you haven't got your cryptos in or your cryptos sorted yet, copymycrypto.com can help. You can see exactly what I'm in. And if you just go to the site and like what you see, guys, try the site out. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.